She woke up that morning the same way she'd woken up for 23 years, slowly, reluctantly, reaching across the bed for the warmth of her husband's body. But this time her hand found only cold sheets, empty space where Robert should have been. Catherine sat up. Today was her 52nd birthday. She glanced at the clock, 7:15. Robert never left for work before 8:30. His car keys were gone, but his wallet was on the entry table. Who leaves without their wallet? She called his cell phone. It went to voicemail. She called his office. Robert? No, he's not in yet. Is everything okay? Catherine lied. She stood in the hallway staring at her reflection. Where was her husband? And why did his absence feel less like a mystery and more like an answer? If this story already has you angry, we need your support. We're on a mission to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Your support helps us share powerful stories like this. Thank you. By noon, Catherine had called Robert 17 times. She checked their phone account to see his call history. The last call he'd received was from a number she didn't recognize at 8:45 p.m. While they were having dinner, she called the number. A woman's voice answered, young, cheerful. Catherine hung up. She searched the phone number on impulse. The results made her blood run cold. The number was linked to a Facebook profile, Melissa Crawford, 29 years old. And there, in her recent photos, dated just 3 weeks ago, was Robert, smiling at the camera with his arm around this woman. The caption read, "Best weekend ever with my favorite person." Catherine scrolled through more photos. The most recent was from 5 days ago. 5 days ago when Robert had told Catherine he was going to a work conference in Denver. But the photo showed him at a fall festival. The location tag said Richmond, Virginia, not Denver. The room started spinning. Catherine closed the laptop and stood up too quickly. She made it to the bathroom just in time to throw up, her body rejecting the truth her mind was being forced to accept. Robert hadn't disappeared. He'd left. He'd simply chosen the parallel life. Catherine spent the rest of that day scrolling through Melissa Crawford's entire digital existence. The most devastating part wasn't the affair. It was the realization that this wasn't a recent mistake. The photos went back 18 months. Last Christmas, Robert had told Catherine he needed to spend Christmas Eve helping a colleague move. A lie. His mother had been dead for 3 years, yet he used her as an excuse for countless late nights. On the second day, she created a fake Facebook profile and sent a friend request to Melissa Crawford. Melissa accepted. Through this fake profile, Catherine found a post from just 2 days ago, the morning of Catherine's birthday. Had to say goodbye to Rob this morning. He's got family stuff to deal with. Family stuff. That's what Catherine had become. An obligation, her daughter, Amy, called. "Mom, happy birthday. Did Dad do something special for you?" Catherine broke. She told Amy everything. "Mom, you need to leave him," Amy said. "Right now. Today. Pack your stuff and leave before he comes back." Linda arrived the next morning with a U-Haul trailer. "Thinking is what got you here," Linda said. "Now we act. We're getting you out." They were loading the last box when Robert's car pulled into the driveway. "Catherine, what's going on? Tell me what's wrong so I can fix it." The audacity of it took Catherine's breath away. She pulled out her phone, opened Facebook, and showed him the screen. "Catherine, I can explain." "No," she said, surprised by how steady her voice was. "You really can't. 18 months, Robert. You looked me in the eye every single day and lied. And I'm done." She got in Linda's car. In the rearview mirror, Catherine watched her house, her life, her entire past recede into the distance. And for the first time in 3 days, she took a full breath. "If you're still with us, we want to ask for your subscription. We're working toward 1,000 subscribers by year end, and your help is fundamental. Please hit subscribe and the bell." "Thank you. Now, let's continue." Linda's spare bedroom became Catherine's sanctuary. Her lawyer filed for divorce and a restraining order. By the second week, Linda insisted Catherine leave the house, so they started walking. Every morning, 3 miles that gradually stretched to 5. Catherine noticed things she'd never paid attention to before. One Thursday morning in early November, they stopped at a coffee shop. "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" A man, maybe her age, with kind eyes and silver hair. "No, go ahead," Catherine said. "I'm James," he said, offering his hand. She shook it. Catherine. That small moment of normalcy felt like oxygen. Catherine went back to the coffee shop the next Thursday. She saw James sitting at the same table by the window. "Mind if I join you?" she asked. They talked for 2 hours. James was a high school English teacher, recently retired. He'd been married once and divorced because his ex-wife had cheated on him with his best friend. It gets easier, he told Catherine. You'll realize you're not defined by what he took from you. You're defined by what you do with what's left. Catherine started to believe him. She got a job, part-time at a local bookstore. Her identity separate from Robert. She started seeing a therapist. One evening in early January, James invited her to dinner. She thought about what her therapist had said. Healing is about moving forward even while you're still broken. So she said yes. The dinner was perfect. When James walked her to Linda's door, he took her hand and said, I think you're extraordinary. And whenever you're ready, I'd really like to see where this goes. Catherine felt something she hadn't felt in so long. Hope. I'd like that too, she whispered. And when he kissed her, full of promise, Catherine felt the first true crack in the wall she'd built around her heart. The divorce was finalized in March. Robert got in the house, Catherine got her freedom. She found an apartment, small but bright. Melissa Crawford reached out in April. I need you to know that I didn't know. He lied to both of us. I'm so sorry, Catherine wrote back. I don't blame you. He lied to both of us. I hope you're healing too. By summer, Catherine felt like a different person. She'd been promoted to full-time at the bookstore. James had become a constant presence in her life. In August, James took her on a picnic. When I first saw you in that coffee shop, you looked so sad. But I thought, what if she needs a reminder that kindness still exists? So, I took a chance. He turned to face her fully. I love you too, and I'm going to spend every day proving to you that love doesn't have to hurt. That trust can be rebuilt. He kissed her as the sun sank below the horizon. She felt whole. Catherine is 54 now. She finished her degree last spring. She manages the bookstore now. She and James live together in a small house. The old Catherine, the one who accepted crumbs and called it love, died. But from those ashes rose someone new, someone who knows her value. Catherine's story isn't a fairy tale. She saved herself. James walked beside her, but the work of healing, of rebuilding, that was all her. The person who betrayed you will fade into a footnote of your story, while you become the author of every chapter that follows. You're not defined by what was done to you. You're defined by what you chose to do with what remained. And what remained was everything that mattered, your strength, your unshakable worth. That's the truth Catherine learned. And it's the truth that will set you free too, if you let it. Thank you for watching Catherine's powerful story. If this moved you, please do 3 things. First, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're working to reach 1,000 subscribers by year end. Every subscription matters and helps us share important stories. Second, comment below telling us what city you're watching from. We love knowing these stories reach people worldwide. And third, leave your opinion. Did Catherine handle the confrontation correctly? What advice would you give her? Your feedback is vital for our channel's evolution. We read every comment.